Already not impressed. I bought a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm going to unbox it and give you my first impression in this video. But I bought one to see if it can basically reinvigorate my interest in the Switch as a console. I mean, I still do like my Switch 1. I've got it there, but I haven't actually turned it on for about 6 months at least. Played a PS5 Pro more than anything, but I do like it. It's a weird thing, because when I turn it on, I think, this is really good. Why don't I do this more? So I've got a Switch 2 just to see if that will reinvigorate me. But one thing I've noticed straight away, which is really, really concerning, and I'm not too happy about this, I've got to be honest. Got this from Amazon. And basically I haven't actually touched this yet. And the seals are broken on the top and at the bottom. So already not impressed by that. So what does that mean? It's been opened? Someone's opened it for some reason, otherwise why cut them bits? It's like, yeah, okay, well, let's open it and hope it's actually a Switch inside, not a couple of like bricks or some cat food or something rubbish like that. Right, so I did have my trusty knife ready to cut the seal, but no need for that, because as I showed, someone seems to have already done that for me. So yeah, it's already just flapping open already. Didn't have to do anything. It's already coming out. Let's slide it out of here, see what's going on. Okay, so yeah, both of those seals, top and bottom, already cut. Not good, but that's not on Nintendo probably, that's more on Amazon. There's no extra seals on this one here. This is like basically ready to open, so let's do that. There's the front, there's the sides, there's the other side, and there's the back. And I can't remember if I showed that side first or not, so I'll do that one again. But let's do the first part of undoing the box. I don't think I've undone it the wrong way, have I? No, I think that was right. Phew! Well, at least it is a Switch, or Switch 2, because that was the first part that was worrying. Like when I saw those broken seals, I was thinking that somebody actually undone this and already swapped it for something rubbish. But the screen is there, it looks very nice. Switch 2. And the console. The new connection method for the controllers. Just going to compare it ever so briefly to the Switch 1 size-wise. Let's take them off and put them to the side in a minute. I don't want to get them mixed up with stuff from this. Oh yeah, it's a notably bigger screen. Yeah, that's actually quite a big difference. So that's the Switch 2. And compared to the Switch 1 underneath, yeah, notably bigger. That is quite a big difference on the screen size there. So that is a very good start straight away. Let's put this back straight away. I still love this though, this connection method of the Joy-Con things. I still like that. Not quite sure how I'm going to feel about this new connection method with these, but that's the screen. I'll put that to one side over there. Now we have the controllers individually bagged up as well. Let's slide them out. They feel a little bit heavier than these ones. Just going to get these again, or one of these at least. Yeah, quite a bit more weight to these. But quite a bit more. I mean, everything's relative. And obviously the size is a little bit different too, because the size of the machine, of the screen is bigger. So that means obviously to match the size of that, the actual Joy-Cons are going to be a bit bigger. So that's actually a bit better. I always found these ones, if I'm honest, a teeny weeny bit too small. So this is actually a good upgrade for me as well. So let's see how these go on. They just like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. I knew they'd kind of done that, but that's pretty satisfying. And yeah, looking at holding it and moving it, they don't actually come off easily, like maybe was one of your first worries if you were thinking, okay, this magnetic system, this can they just come away? But holding this plane normally, I can't see that it's going to be an issue whatsoever. And with them on, the machine looks absolutely stunning. I really think it does. This could actually reinvigorate my interest in the Switch. Not that I've actually entirely lost interest in it anyway. I think it's just me having too many things and only can do one thing at a time, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's the Switch 2 with the Joy-Cons attached. And you can see it's a massive, excuse me, jump up in size from the Switch 1. Massive, everything being relative, but yeah, very, very noticeable indeed. Right, so things are looking good. So that's the console and controllers. Oh, we've got something else in here. Okay, that's my Mario Kart download code, so I'm going to remove that very carefully, making sure not to show that on camera, because I know somebody out there would be evil enough to put that in, thinking maybe I haven't done it, done it yet, and steal my game. And we have a HDMI lead. We have a couple of hand straps, like that. They're quite nice. Right, and that is everything from there. So I'm going to put the usual manual back in. I don't need that. I know how to plug things into a telly. We'll go to the next layer. So this is the layer underneath there, and we have a bagged up AC adapter with USB-C. It's actually, obviously it's a UK one, but it's actually got quite a chunky weight to it. That's surprising. I wonder why it's that heavy. When you unbox your one, or you get one, you'll be surprised at how heavy that is. It is quite a chunky thing. And next we have our USB-C cable. Let's unbag these, because I'm going to plug it in and have a very first look, I think. Let's put that bag over there. That's our Nintendo branded HDMI lead. And then we have a little soft bag, a little controller add-on. You can just put the controllers onto the side there. This is actually one part where it's going to be a lot more convenient. Alright, so let's take a look at this with the side bits on. You have to press the little button on the side there to release them, like that. Just that little button there. Don't try and tug them without pressing this, you're going to damage your console, so just press that little button there and then they pop off. And then just sit onto the side like that, and that is that's actually alright. That's actually feels quite nice actually. Not bad at all. I like this. Very good indeed. Right, but let's take them off of there. Same thing, a little button on the side, push that, and then they just come straight off. See, I was going to say during this unboxing that I actually prefer this system on the old one. That slide down thing, and it made that nice, nice noise when it connected. But now I've just put those controllers onto the Switch 2 a few times. This actually feels way more modern and far better. Yeah, love that. Really, really good. All right, what is the last bit? That's going to be the dock, isn't it? Nice substantial feeling dock here. And then we have a empty box. This is the last thing. And there it is, the Switch 2 dock. Quite a nice looking thing there. We've got a couple of USBs on the side as well, and it's all vented underneath to release heat, and it looks rather nice. Let's just see how it looks in the dock. Looks rather fine and groovy, if very similar to the original Switch, but that is obviously going to be something to expect. Still got a couple of things hadn't unbagged yet. These little hand straps there. Typical Nintendo. Cutesy, but very good at doing their job. So there's them. Right, so first impression of the console is actually really, really positive. I'm really more impressed by it than I was expecting to be. I didn't actually do much research on the Switch 2 before buying one. In fact, I don't even quite know why I did buy one. It was just like, it was there in stock. I'll just buy one, why not? So I got it, but I'm actually really impressed by it, and I'm really looking forward to having a go with it. I think that extra screen size is really going to make a big difference over the Switch original console, which my one is, so that's going to be a big deal for that. And the backwards compatibility as well is going to be a big deal. It's got a few Switch games there on cartridge, but should we try and turn it on? Should we see what happens if we turn it on? Sometimes these things do come with a certain amount of battery life. Yes. Oh. Right, so I'm just going to do the basic setup. English, UK, Australia. That's new. Well, that's a much better stand than the last one. Look at that. That is a proper stand on this one. 10 times better than that thing they called a stand on the first one, which was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, really nice, straightforward setup procedure. Right, let's get it hooked up to the TV now. Should be a very straightforward procedure. On the dock, there's a little panel on the back that just pops straight off. Very easy. I'll put this into my system properly later. I'm just going to plug it in a basic way from now. Just plug the HDMI into the HDMI. Very straightforward. And the USB-C into, you guessed it, the AC adapter outlet, and then run that into the plug and plug it in. Let's put the panel back on the back there. Right, all good. Let's put it on the side. Right, so plugged into the wall. Let's plonk it down. And that should now say, yes, HDMI 4 now available. Nintendo Switch connection is automatically enabled. That's really cool. I like how my TV just recognised it immediately as a Nintendo Switch. Well, it's just done an update, and that was really, really quick. Only took a few seconds, so very, very quick procedure on that. And update complete. Well, so there it is. There's my Nintendo Switch kind of vaguely set up, ready to use. I'll implement it into the system a little bit later on properly. But initial impressions, really, really good. Very impressed by the overall thing. And I actually like this little controller here, the way it works. Very nice indeed. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bashed that like and subscribe button. I've got more videos coming up on this, including a review and a genuine sort of first opinion on using it properly, how easy it was to transfer games over or get games installed, and how usable the thing is. Like, I'm not going to do a review straight away. I've already seen some reviews out there of people who've had this like a few hours. It's like, how can you review something you've had it for a few hours? You don't know about it yet enough to actually give a review. Surely it's just like a rat race to get out there sometimes, but I don't do that. I use these things for a decent amount of time before reviewing them, so I can give a full honest opinion. And I did buy this with my own money as well, so it's not like I've been given it, so I'm saying certain things which are not entirely true. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.